Rock guards came running down the hall. Oh, right. Well, at least I get to destroy more things. I rushed in and began to take down the robots one by one with my abilities, but they fought back with laser blasters that actually hurt me a lot. Ah! That's it! I tore through the last of the robots in a rage and saw that one of them had dropped a key card. I'll hold on to this. Finally, I was able to enter another chamber, and there, far above me, was none other than Silver.
Oh no, it's the evil Scrunky, is what I would have said if I didn't expect you to fall right into my trap.
What? On days 15 to 16, Silver flipped a lever, causing the doors behind me to slam shut. On the far side of the room, a large machine began to activate. This can't be good. It began to blast out explosives as I ran for cover.
I know my good friend Orin is still in there. I'll blast him out of you if I have to.
I looked around the room, only to find a way to get up to Silver. But the moment I peeked out, I got blasted back. Ah! I then looked at the machine and saw it had its main power source built into its core. With no other option, I ran straight towards the machine as it continued shooting out dangerous explosions my way.
Wait, what are you doing?
I got in close to the machine's core and blasted at it, which caused the entire thing to be destroyed. Its explosion then launched me up to the outside of Silver's control center. It worked!
Whatever. You can't get in here with all the power in the world. Only my special key cards grant access.
Oh, really? Is that so?
Access granted.
Uh-oh.
On days 17 to 18, I was about to capture Silver when he suddenly hit me with a laser. Ah!
This isn't over yet.
I quickly ran over and hit him against the wall. What did you just do? What was that button? Before he could answer, I started to hear loud explosions from above as Mr. Sun came bursting into the room.
There you are, Orin. I'll put a stop to this once and for all.
Mr. Sun began to charge up a powerful attack when I knew I had to think fast. With no other choice, I slashed at Silver, taking him down for good. Because of this, I began to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts and grew even stronger in musical power. Yes! I looked up just as Mr. Sun released his attack, and out of pure instinct, I used my newly upgraded form to summon a musical shield in front of me. Thanks to my new ability, I was able to survive the blow as I got launched back towards the exit. Ah, now's my chance. I quickly escaped, thankfully making it far away from the bunker before Mr. Sun could catch up. Oh, thank goodness. But just then, I heard someone walking nearby. I hid away, only to see the large Mr. Tree was stomping through a nearby jungle.
I need to get the jungle ready. Veneria will be coming back soon.
Veneria? That's another one of the Sprunkies. That tree looks crazy strong though. Maybe Black has something to stop him. On days 19 to 21, I safely made my way back to the base and explained everything that happened to Black. But don't worry, I already know the location of the next Sprunky.
I was going to save this for a rainy day, but better now than never. Look in that chest.
I went over to a chest in my base, and when I opened it, there was a flamethrower inside. Whoa! I made my way back to the jungle, and with my newly equipped flamethrower, I started to burn everything in sight. Ha ha ha! This will surely bring them all to me. But as I said this, the ground below me began to rumble as it hit me, knocking me into the air. I crashed down deep into the jungle, and there in front of me was the angry Mr. Tree.
You evil creature! Leave my forest alone!
Not a chance. I rushed in to try and take down the large tree. He wasn't gonna give up without a fight though. He shook the ground around him, dealing tons of damage. However, I took my flamethrower out and began to burn it down. Ha ha ha! Take that!
No!
In a panic, Mr. Tree swung down at me. I tried to jump back, but this caused him to hit my flamethrower, which caused a large fiery explosion in between us. Yeah! On days 22 to 26, I shook off the burning explosion and looked up to realize that it destroyed my flamethrower. Aw, man. I then looked over and saw that because of our fight, Mr. Tree was extremely close to death. However, before I could finish him off, I heard someone shouting out nearby.
What's going on over there?
Jumping out of the tree line was the green Sprunky, Veneria. She quickly went into action and used her power over nature to put out all of the fire in the area like it was nothing. Whoa, she's super strong.
Mr. Tree, what happened?
I can't take her on when she's at full strength. Make something up. I can help. As she led me over to a vine-covered
kingdom without a food offering.
Seriously? Get out of my way! I went to attack the guards, but suddenly I was hit by a cannon from the castle wall. Yeah! Okay, I'll get you some stupid food. I began to look around nearby, where I saw a simple farm out in the open. Should be easy enough. On days 40 to 44, I snuck up closer to the farm, where I saw a lone villager was planting potatoes. It's a big mistake being out here all alone. I ran out and began to gather some of it. That's what I thought. However, as I finished gathering the potatoes, the barn burst open as the villager ran out in a mech. I told you to stop! He began to blast out explosions at me, as the mech had all kinds of crazy weaponry. I angrily began to fire back, using my abilities to try and stop him in his path. But he was shrugging off every hit. I had an idea and struck a nearby structure, causing it to come crashing down right on top of him. Oh no! Haha! And stay down. With that, I was able to return to the gates of the Sprunky Kingdom. Here's your offering.
All right, come on in.
I reluctantly followed the guards into the kingdom. This
Accept your challenge.
After some time, I was brought and finally led out into the middle of an arena. Sprunky civilians were all around, cheering on their king.
Show him who's boss, Brood!
The challenger and I will compete in 3 challenges. The first to win 2 of the games will be victorious.
The crowds all began to cheer as 2 platforms appeared in the center.
The first game is a build contest. Whoever can replicate the shape of a simple apple is the winner! Are you ready?
I'm not playing your stupid game. As I said this, though, I noticed the cannons around the arena all pointed at me.
Begin!
I quickly began to use the block given to me to build up a larger scale apple at blinding speed. Fine, I'll play. Beat that. I looked over and saw that Brood's platform alone. The winner. So, you want to play like that, do ya? Fine. On days 48 to 52, Brood and I walked over to the next challenge, where 2 targets were set up across from us.
May the best shot win!
He released an arrow, hitting the bottom of it. So, is it my turn? I angrily shot out a blood blast, completely destroying the target. Haha!
That was awesome!
Everyone began to cheer, and I was declared the winner. We both won a game, so it came down to the 3rd and final challenge. Is this a race?
The first Sprunky to finish the lap around the arena will be the ultimate victor!
Oh, you're so going down.
Ready, set, go!
I quickly dashed out in front, leaving Brood in the dust. But as I did, the cannons around the arena started to shoot out at us. Ah! I was battered around and watched as Brood easily walked through the explosion and stopped him in his tracks.
Ooh,
I then ran through the vines, using them as cover, and was able to cross the finish line. On days 53 to 56, the Sprunkies around the arena began to cheer as Brood approached me.
I'm a Sprunky of my word. The crown is yours.
He then threw me over his bucket? This is not what I want. But just then, the Sprunky civilians all jumped down into the arena and began to crowd around, celebrating. I used my tentacles again, hitting all of the Sprunkies and turning them. With that, my new minions and I ran out of the kingdom, where we saw Brood off in the distance.
Huh? Wait! What did you do to my people? Ah!
We chased after him as he continued out to a cliffside, where he began to use nearby rocks to escape. Oh, no you don't! I leapt after him, jumping between the rocks. But just when I was about to catch up, the last rock he jumped from crumbled, completely separating us. No! On days 57 and 59, I watched as Brood was stuck on a rock spire, but just out of my reach.
Please, you already have my crown. Just stay away.
I never wanted it, dude! Hey, a little help over here? I ordered my minions to run up, as they used their bodies to create a bridge over to him. I was then finally able to reach Brood and take him down in one powerful hit. I felt my powers begin to grow as I began to upgrade once again. I now had 30 hearts and now had a new and improved Blood Blast. Awesome. I made my way back to the cliffside and rallied my minions around me. But as I did, a beam of light shot down and knocked some of them off the cliff. I looked up and saw that Mr. He came in to try and take me down. I ordered some of my remaining minions to hold him off, as me and the others made our escape. Come on, this way!
Nothing will stop me from destroying you, Sprunky!
On day 60 to 63, I safely made it back to my home with the rest of my army. I quickly made sure that we had enough rooms for them, and then...
All this manpower gives me an idea.
With Black's instruction, I built up an armory in the base. I then had some of the minions begin to make us more weapons for the fight to come. We'll need all hands on deck to take down Mr. Sun.
We're on it.
I then headed into my home to get some rest when I saw a note was left on my bed. I have information on the last remaining Sprunky. Come to these coordinates and alone. The last Sprunky soul that I need? It must be Jevin.
I don't trust it.
It's the only lead I have. I have to follow it. I blindingly followed the coordinates, which brought me to an abandoned house. And when I entered inside, the place was completely empty? Huh? Suddenly, I was hit from the side and was stunned. Yeah!
I can't believe you actually fell for that.
I looked up, only to see that the trap was set by none other than